Guys, it's Autumn from The Daily Glamour, and I wanted to do another tutorial for you, and this time it's going to be an Adele inspired look. I saw her at the Oscars, and of course she looked fabulous and glamorous and so beautiful. I really like that she's kind of a voluptuous woman, and I love her kind of classic mod inspired look, very 60s but kind of with a contemporary twist. I was looking just through some pictures online the other day, and I came across one that I just fell in love with. And I wanted to do a look based on that because I thought it was just so neat. It's really simple, but it was just so classic and so pretty. So I wanted to show you how you could recreate this on your own. Unfortunately, I don't have her, porcelain skin, so I'm going to have to tweak some colors a little bit to make it match me. But I think it'll be a really fun look. So let's get started. Okay, so the first step is to put on our primer, which is Beauty from the Earth primer for lips and eye. It's just a matte flesh tone primer that comes in this little pot. It's a little bit thicker than what you'd probably be used to with like Urban Decay or Too Faced. The reason I'm using it for this is because it's a matte primer and my eyeshadows that I'm going to use are matte finish. Once I get that coated on pretty evenly, I'm going to grab NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in Milk and go ahead and apply that right to the highlight area. And then just blend that with my finger. So typically what I do is to apply a darker color first to like the crease or the lid, blend out, add my highlight. This time, however, because I want my eyeshadow to be really natural and just kind of a little flush of color, I'm actually going to add the color to the whole lid first. This will help the darker color that I'm going to use be not so dark. So I'm actually using Very Vanilla by Beauty from the Earth. And I'm just sweeping that all over the lid. Now with my shader brush and a color called A La Rose from Beauty from the Earth, I'm going to go ahead and apply that to the outer corner and outer crease. I'm going to apply it a little bit darker than it's going to end up, so if it's darker than it is on the other side, that's okay. Using a fluffy, clean blending brush, I'm just going to go in and really blend out those edges. I'm going to go right back in with Very Vanilla and just soften that up. Alright, so while the shadow's really faint and very natural looking, the drama in this look comes from the eyeliner. And what I noticed in the picture is that it's a really, really deep, deep black, very thick, and has a rounded kind of wing. So I'm going to create that liner look with a gel liner. This is a black color from Mica Cosmetics. They usually will come with a brush that might have like a stiffer, shorter bristle. This is actually a brush that I bought at the art supply store. And it's Silver White is the brand, and it's a 5.0 round tip brush, and it kind of has a longer bristle to it so that when I do apply it I can use that to my advantage to really keep it nice and smooth. So I'm going to start here in the center, keeping it as close to the lash line as I can. Go right towards the tear duct. Go ahead and bring that wing or bring that thickness out. Once I get towards the end, I kind of flip my brush around and change the angle of my hand so I can come at it from the opposite direction. Usually if I'm doing a wing, kind of do a straight wing out. This one, however, is a bit rounded, so what tends to help me create that rounded look is to pull my eye, and then once I release it or let go, it has that shape I'm wanting. Then I'm going to take from the end of that wing and connect it back to the liner and then just fill in that shape. Now I did notice too in the picture that the black looked really matte, and the gel liner is pretty dark. However, it's almost got like a satiny finish to it sometimes. You can see a little bit of a sheen depending on which way you're turned. So what I'm going to do is take a little bit of Urban Decay Perversion, which is this pressed black shadow, and this flat liner brush, and I'm just going to pat a little bit of that very carefully over my liner, and that will actually kind of make it just a deeper, darker black. The thing that caught my eye about this look the most was the bottom liner. She used a white on the bottom, which I thought was really cool. Of course, I've lined the waterline before with white, but I've never really done a white liner on the bottom of my lash line. So what I'm going to do here is take an angle brush and my NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil. Instead of putting it directly on my eye, what I'm going to do is actually put it right on my brush like this. It'll make it a little bit easier to control because this pencil is so fat, it's hard to get it exactly right. So I'm just kind of loading my brush with it. And then I'm going to come right on the lower lash line and just line with that white all the way across. And then what I noticed on the picture was it looks like she just kind of stopped here and then kind of did a little flick out. So I'm going to be putting some shadow over this too, but I want to make sure that I have a base for that shadow to stick to. I'm also going to pull my eye down and put that NYX pencil right on the waterline. And I'm going to do that with the shadow as well. I'm going to take that same liner brush and a white eyeshadow from Sugarpill called Tego, and just put that white right over the Milk pencil, and they'll just really brighten it up. I'm even going to put that on the waterline. Okay, so the eyeliners are done. Now we're going to do the lashes, which are also a really dramatic part of this look. So I'm going to first curl my lashes. I got this really neat eyelash curler from Julep, which is the monthly nail polish club that I belong to. I'll put the link in the comment section so that if you want to check it out you can, and I'll also put a code there for the first month you get for free. This was a surprise one in the bag a couple months ago, and I actually really think it works well. A lot of lash curlers, unless you really work with them, will put the lashes straight up and down, but this one actually, without much effort at all, will curl them at a really nice, curve. I put my mascara on, and today I'm going to use my Clinique High Impact Mascara. Now I am going to be putting on some false lashes, and the reason I'm putting mascara on first is so that I can actually reuse the lashes. This part's a little tricky because you have that white, so you don't have a dark liner there to kind of mask your mistakes. So you want to make sure that you're really careful in placing the bottom liner, bottom mascara. So even though we're going to put the lashes on, you still need a really good coat of mascara to kind of blend them into the lashes. So the lashes that I'm going to use are, I think they're just Ardell because I got them at Walgreens, number 81. I always throw the package away, so I never know what it is. I usually have to clip just a little bit off the end of them because they're a little bit too long for my eye shape. I have this comb with a little metal tip on the end, and I just put a dot of that adhesive down on something, and I'll just kind of take that and put it right on the strip on the lashes. Wait just a couple of seconds so that the glue is tacky, and then what I typically do is I start on the outside and press it as close as I can get it into the lash line, and then I'll bring my other hand over to get the other end because I can get a better angle on it. I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but I loathe fake lashes. They drive me insane. I feel like I have mustaches on my eyelids, but sometimes you just have to wear them. So alright, so that's it for the eyes. I'm going to turn to the side so you can kind of see the lashes a little bit. Alright, so since the eyes are so dramatic and the lips are really neutral, I want to play up the cheeks pretty well. So I'm going to do a little bit of contouring with my NYX blusher in Terracotta. I'm going to apply it with this little contour brush from Makeup Geek, and I'm actually completely obsessed with this brush. I use it every day now. My friend Kim, who's another makeup lover, told me about that site, or told me about their brushes, and I ordered this and I just really, really love it. So I'm just going to load that up pretty good and just go right in the hollow of my cheek there. So you can see that this side of my face has a bit more of a shape to it as opposed to this one. So then I'm going to come do it to the other side. Make sure it's even. And then I'm going to use another NYX blush just to add a little bit of pink to my cheeks. Not much, just a tiny bit. And this one is the NYX powder blush in Pinched. And I'm just going to use a little stipple brush to do this, just because I don't want a lot of color, just a tiny bit. Okay, so the last step is lips, and I want to make sure to put a little bit of chapstick on first because this color is fairly light, and I noticed that if I have any kind of, chapped lips, that it really shows up with this. In the picture, she has a really tricky color because her skin is so fair, and the lips are almost just like a shade darker than her skin. Well, I don't have anything that particular color, so I just kind of went through my stash to see what I could find close enough to it. So I picked up another NYX product, which is their round lipstick called Summer Love. It is not shiny, but probably just a cream, and I noticed her lips were just not really shiny at all. I mean, just kind of a little bit of a satin finish. So I'm not going to use liner or anything. I'm just going to put this right on. Get a pretty good amount. Okay, and we have nude lips. So this is my Adele inspired look from the photograph that I showed at the beginning of the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Check my Facebook page at facebook.com/thedailyglamour for all kinds of stuff, product reviews and rants about gift with purchase and all kinds of different things. Also on my Instagram, just search The Daily Glamour, and I'm on Pinterest, also The Daily Glamour, and I look forward to talking to you guys on my Facebook page. Talk to you later.